Hey guys, we're going to do homework 10-2. That's question 11, 16 through 18, 20, 21, 24, 26, and 27. So let's do it. Question 11 states, let's do a little arrow analysis. Segment DF, right? DH and GF are all tangents. Okay. So that means if they're tangent and they went to the same point, we know these have to be equal. So if that's 6, that has to be 6. We also know if this is 8, this has to be 8. Okay. So Andrew was asked to find DF. So we found DF and we got 6 plus 8. So we got 14. And you see what he did there. Yeah, he somehow misapplied the theorem and thought that this one would equal to 6. So that was his error. EF is supposed to equal GF. He thought EF would equal DE. Okay. Now, 16. That one was quick, right? 16. What is the length of AB? Okay, so let's take a look. This is 6, right? And this is also 6 because all radii are equal. So this would be 12. So I'm just going to focus in on this triangle, okay? I'm going to write it off to the side. So that's a right angle. That's 6. That's 12. So what would this length AB be? And it doesn't say exactly, so I'm just going to call it X. It doesn't say, a decimal or what exactly. So I get 6 squared plus X squared equals 12 squared. So 36 plus X squared equals 144. So X is equal to the square root of 108. Okay. And you can turn that into a decimal. It doesn't say to, so I'm just going to leave it like that. All right. What else does it say? What's the angle of TDC? TDC. Okay. Well, it says that they're tangents, so we know that that's a right angle. What else? Well, we know it's a triangle, right? A right triangle. So any triangle, we can add those up. So angle T plus angle C plus angle D all should add up to 180. So we have angle T is 8x plus 2, C is 90, and D is 4x plus 4. So using some algebra, we can solve this. All right, so let's just combine these. We'll get 12x. So that's 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay, so I got 96. Get 4. So 84 divided by 12. What do we get? Some kind of a decimal. Let's see. I don't have a calculator. Oh, I guess I could just switch to a calculator. Where's my calculator? There it is. 84 divided by 12. Oh no, I have an ad because I didn't pay for this. 7. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it would have divided. I thought it was a decimal. All right, so we get X is 7. Now we haven't solved our answer yet, right? That's just what X is. So they're wanting to know what T, D, C is. So they're really looking for angle D. Angle D we know is 4x plus 4. So if we know x is 7, we can plug that in. So that would be 32 degrees. 18. The segments are tangents to the circle, find each value. Okay, so if they're both tangents, we can set those equal. So 2x minus 4 is equal to x plus 7. Okay, now it says the segments are tangent, find each value. Okay, so now we know x is 11, so we can plug this in here. So that means that GF would be 11 take away 2, or 9. Okay, so that's 9. So DG would be what? Oh yeah, it's the radius, so it's got to be 9. What is the perimeter of JL in Q? JL in Q. Okay, so all the way around the shape. All right, these are kind of cool, right? So we have, if this is 5, and they intersected the same point, right? That's 5. If this is 2, then that would have to be 2. If this is 7, here on this side, that would be 7. And if this is 3, this would have to be 3. Okay, so we can add up our sides. JL is 3 plus 5. LN has to be 5 plus 2. QN is 7 plus 2. And JQ is 3 plus 7. So adding all these up, so I get 15 plus 19, 34. Nice. That's just like our lesson check question. Oh, I did an extra. Oops. I was only supposed to do 18. All right, 20 and 21. That was a good one to do extra, though. All right, so it says, what is AC? So let's take a look here. It says, this is AC. I think we're going to have to start with this triangle right here. So we know quite a bit about that triangle, that this is tangent. They said the segments are tangents to the circles in our instructions. So I'm struggling to think, is BC 32 or is this labeling that? I feel like they would put that on the outside. So I think 32 is DC. Let's go with that. And then that would be 9. Okay, so my triangle has, I'm going to have to call this B. So I have 9 squared for one of my legs. Another leg, I don't know, so I'll call that B. And then my hypotenuse is 32 plus 9. So that would be 41. Yeah, so I have 81 plus B squared is 41 times 41. 41 times 41 is 1681. 1681. Ooh, I thought this might be one of these special triples. Yeah, so B is the square root of 1600. And so when we look at the square root of 1600, we get 40. Yep, 40 times 40 is 1600. So this would be 40. Okay, now we know something about the bigger shape. We're like, oh, okay, well then this would be 40. So I'm going to be able to look at this bigger triangle, and that's a right angle because they said those were tangents. And so looking at this bigger triangle, right, if I solve for this length, 29 plus the 40, so that would be 69. That should equal AC over here as well, 69, because those are congruent triangles. So we get our answer, 69. 21, it says trace P endpoint A. Okay, oh, that didn't work out. Trace circle P and point A. Construct a tangent to P that passes through A. Oh, okay, so that's just like our example. So our example on our lesson check, we said draw a straight line and label this B. And then draw a circle on the outside. and draw. Well, actually, it didn't call that B. I don't know what it called that. Oh, I think they called that one A. So I'm just going to rename that, right? T. So this one we called A. And then they said construct a perpendicular there and label that B. So we'll do that. And then connect lines B and P, and we'll call that C. And last, connect C to D, and we've done it. We've constructed a tangent that passes through A. We did it right there. And we just relabeled A. We called it T because we wanted to use the same letters from our lesson check. Very cool. All right. Samantha is looking out from her observation deck of the lighthouse on a clear day. How far away is the horizon? The Earth's radius is, okay, So we think about this, and it's like, here's the lighthouse, right? And this tangent line is the horizon, right? That's her looking out on the horizon. So in a weird way, that is the horizon. So it says the lighthouse is 44 meters, okay? And it says the Earth's radius is 6,400 kilometers. Okay, so we can't have two different measurements. But I'm betting that we'd like to say the horizon in kilometers because it's going to be a big number. So let's turn this 44 into a kilometer, right? So 44 meters is equal to 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. So what is 44 divided by 1,000? 44 divided by 1,000 is 0.044. 0.044. Okay. So if we look at this, this is a right triangle. I'm just going to blow it up even bigger. And this is our horizon. That's what we're solving for. And this is our 6,400 plus that just a little bit of extra, right? The height of our horizon. So 440,004. Yeah, there you go. That's this distance right here. Now, what is this distance? That's that same 6,400. 6,400. So I know something about all three sides, and I can use Pythagorean Theorem. We can call this A and B and C, and we can solve for how far away the horizon is. So we'll do x squared, and 6,400 squared is equal to 6,400.044 squared. Okay. So 6,400 times 6,400 equals 4,960. 40. Okay. And what is 6,400.0044? 6,400.044 squared. I don't want to type that in, so I'm just going to hit squared. Oh, it's a huge number. 40,960,563. 40,960,563. All right, so it's not too far off. So I'm going to subtract this big ugly number on both sides. So we get x squared is equal to basically 563. I'm going to do that here on my calculator. Subtract 40960. Subtract 40960,000. Bam. Yeah, right? So that's what we got. And now I want to know what is x. That's my horizon. So I've got to take the square root of this. So back to our calculator. Let's take the square root. And I get 23.7 kilometers. 23.7 kilometers. Nice work, guys. Very cool. All right, last two questions. It says, circle P is described by the equation, okay? X squared plus y squared. Okay, so we know from the last chapter, our center would be at -3, right? And +2. And our radius would be 5, right? Because that's square root of 25 is 5. Which of the following lines are tangent to P? Oh, wow. This could be something we could do on Desmos. That would be kind of cool. Okay. So x plus 3, y minus 2. X plus 3, y minus 2. Okay, so there's my circle. Just going to take a picture of that. And stick it in. Now, this helps us kind of picture it, but it's like, okay, which would be tangents? So it's like, well, y equal 5. This would be y equal 5. It's way over here. That's not going to touch it. So that doesn't make sense. Y equal x. Y equal x is this line. That's not a tangent. So we're not going to do that one. Y equals 2. Okay, so y equals 2. That would be this one, right? Y equals 2. That's not tangent. So now y equals -3. Y equals, we like that one. So maybe you're seeing a pattern here. We like this. We're going to pick this one. This one is definitely tangent to that. Okay, and this is y equals -3. So notice there's something to be said here. That's where the x coordinate is, so it's actually y equals -2, or equals -3. Now let's look at these last ones. Here, this is saying where your slope is 1 and your intercept is 3. So your intercept is 3, and the slope is 1. So you go up one box, over one box. It's go like that. I was like, no, that's not going to work. And then it says, what about if your y-intercept was -3? Okay, -3. And you have a slope of 1. You're like, oh, I don't know. That might work. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. It doesn't look like we're meeting there. So I'm only going to pick E. So that's what I got, folks. I'm just picking E, just from graphing. Now, I'm sure there's some kind of algebraic way we could do this. But anyway, that's what I got. Okay, 27. Line M is tangent to AB. What is the area? Okay, so the area of a triangle is base times altitude divided by 2. So this is our base, and this, because it's a right angle, this would be our altitude. So we just need those 2 dimensions. Well, we have one of them. This is a radius 4, so that also would be a radius 4. So that's nice. We can plug in 4 there. And be like, well, what is our base? Well, I'm going to have to use Pythagorean Theorem again, right, guys? So we'll call this A, right? And this will be B, and C is this whole distance. So that's 4 plus 5 or 9. We'll call C. All right, so A squared plus B squared is C squared. 4 squared plus X squared is 9 squared. Okay, so 81 So it is, ooh, we like it. We're getting somewhere here, right? So x is equal to the square root of 65. All right. Now, that's our base, right? That's our base. So we're going to plug in the square root of 65. So the area of our triangle is the base, square root of 65, times the altitude, 4, divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 would cancel to get 2. So I get 2 times the square root of 65. There it is. There's my answer, guys. Nice work. See you next time.